Alright, this is section 8.3. This is page 488 in the textbook if you want to follow along. And we're looking at problem 3, which is the best example of what this whole section deals with. And this section deals with multiplying binomials. So first, what is a binomial? Well, bi means two, and nomials we can think of as meaning terms. These are expressions that have two terms in them. Up here I have two expressions. Here's expression number 1, and here's expression number 2 over here. But if I look at each of these expressions, I have two terms in each one. My first term here is a 5x. My second term is a negative 3. My first term over here is a 2x. My second term is a plus 1. So each of these, number 1 and number 2, is a binomial, and I am multiplying them together. The main idea of the technique is I need to multiply each term in binomial number 1 by each term in binomial number 2. But if I don't have a system, I might skip a term or two. So the easiest way to keep it organized is to use this FOIL method that we are going to learn right now. So FOIL stands for these words over here, first, outer, inner, last, and that is the steps that I'm going to take to multiply together my binomial number 1 times my binomial number 2. So when it says first, what it means is multiply together the first term in each parentheses. This is the first term in my first parentheses is 5x. I'm going to multiply that times 2x. And that's going to give me 10x squared. My next step is to multiply the outermost two terms. So that would be this 5x times my positive 1 and that's going to be equal to 5x. Now, since I end up with a positive 5x, I put a plus sign in front of it right here. My third step is to multiply the inner two terms. That's going to be a negative 3. It's really important that we include the sign to the left of each term. So it's that negative 3 times a positive 2x. And that's going to give me a negative 6x. And my last step is to multiply the last two terms, or the last term in each parentheses. That would be this negative 3 again, times my positive 1. So I have a negative 3 times a positive 1, and that's going to give me a negative 3. So what I have down here in this line is my answer. I'm just one step away from the final answer. And because what I can do to simplify this is combine my like terms. And my like terms will almost always be in the center two positions. So right here and right here. And I can see that's true this time because both of those are just x to the first powers. So when I come down to simplify, I'm going to combine positive 5x and a negative 6x will give me a negative 1x. Nothing's happening to my 10x squared right here, so I just bring that down just like it is. and nothing's happening to my constant minus 3, so I just bring that down just like that. And this is essentially my final answer. The only thing is, since this is a 1, coefficient of 1 in front of the x, I could also write this as 10x squared minus x minus 3. That has the same value. And this is the final answer for that problem. I just multiplied my two binomials using the FOIL method.